What we're about to walk through is absolutely bananas, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think in the comments field below, because this one, I'm sure you're going to have thoughts. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. We, of course, have so much to talk about. I've got clips on clips on clips, and this is just more evidence of how and what you're going to do to the political opponents on the ideological battlefield of ideas, because this, guys, this is bananas. And like I said, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, get in the chat, hit the emojis, do all the things. And hopefully YouTube doesn't stymie and cut off my live feed on accident tonight, along with, accidentally killing the X feed too. I've tested it all. We're going to see what happens, guys. As you get in here, let me know in the chat, 5x5, audio, video, throw the emojis, the chats, the comments, all the things that are necessary, because those little engagements you guys do send this show everywhere. And on a special note, if you're not subscribed, guys, we are within 300 subs of 700,000. We can make it tonight, and I'd love for you to help me get over that number, because that is a crazy number. And welcome to every single one of you, of the 105,000 people who have joined us in the last 5 weeks. Thank you for making this possible. You guys are kicking butt and taking names. All right, listen. Everything that we've got here is tested. So if this fails, it's not on my fault. It's not my fault. I'm blaming AWS. But we're not going to put that out in the universe. It's going to work just fine. You, of course, can follow me at Braden LOA. Guys, let's get into this. We have got to talk about something. But before I open that, let me show you something. Come here. One of the things that I consistently tell you is we're going to win. We're going to save our country. We're going to build on those that came before us. They laid their blood, sweat, and tears before us for a better country for us. And we're going to do the same thing for the next generation. And a big part of that is winning through the ideological political battlefield of ideas, so to speak. And one of the things that's really helping us is the far left keeps on putting up all these far left crazy people in their actual primaries, which is pushing out the normal moderate candidates, which is making them lose elections. I did a video earlier today, about 3 hours ago, right before this live, and the whole premise was Politico saying, hey, far left, get out of the way, you're ruining everything. All right? Let me jump over to this, because this is bananas, and make sure you send this out, because I think the notifications are still having a bit of an issue, but let's get into it. So, this is what I covered a little while ago. Democrats keep falling for political fantasies. When will they learn? Now, I want to bring up some, and you can watch the video that I did 3 hours ago if you want to watch through the entire thing. But I wanted to bring up some people here that are really, really, really important for you to remember. All right, here you go. I give you Amy McGrath, Stacey Abrams, Beto O'Rourke, and the latest Texan posing for a glossy photo spread somewhere near a Lone Star flag, James Tallarico. Now, the reason I bring those names up, and cited from the Politico article, which they left as rag, they are all people who said they were the new progressive hotness, and they lost elections. This is the whole point of what we're about to explore. The left puts forward far left progressive activists for candidates, because their pool of people they're pulling from, as I talked about in my short, is a poison tree. And then when they lose, they blame Trump for being a Nazi and a fascist. And then as a response to that, they put up a candidate for United States Senate that actually has a Nazi tattoo on his chest. Trained Antifa. And was part of the armed resistance of socialism in Maine. Yeah, good job, guys. Great job. Keep pushing further to the left while we are literally going to wipe the floor with you on that one. Because what will happen is the far left progressives are going to push out the moderate, and then that's going to go against the Republican, and all the independents are going to go with the Republican because this guy's crazy. That's what they're talking about, okay, just to set the table right, all right? Now, let's keep on going here. I'm going to show you the two people vying for the Democratic primary in the state of Maine for United States Senate. The guy on the left is a guy named Graham Platner. He is the pebble in the shoe to everybody on the left right now, because, that whole Nazi, Antifa, fascist, socialist thing. But, yeah, other than that. And then the one on the right is the existing governor, Janet Mills. Now, you see those numbers up top, 58% for the guy with the Nazi tattoo on his chest. Antifa member and socialist member, okay? 58%. This is in the Democratic primary. This is why this is important, because these things that we always talk about, all the little nuances and the itty-bitty pieces that all make this really amazing tapestry of freedom, this is what happens. The far-left progressives push the candidates to the far left because they're the most vocal and the Democrats are afraid of the far-left base in their party. And then they get this far-left psychopath with a Nazi tattoo on his chest, after, by the way, I'm sure, calling us Nazis and fascists for decades. And then they lose in the general. That's the entire point of this article right here. Amy McGrath, Stacey Abrams, Beto O'Rourke, and the latest Texan, James Tallarico. This is what you're seeing right now. It is actively happening. Cutting edge, baby. We are all about that freedom. And please send this out because the notifications need Jesus. All right. This is what they just got done doing to us. Oh my God, how can he be the Secretary of War? He has a Nazi emblem on his chest. Meanwhile, it's the Crusader cross, not a Nazi emblem at all. And then the guy they put up for U.S. Senate on the right has the actual Nazi tattoo on the chest. I mean, projection much? This is why they're in a rock and a hard place, because they are very uncomfy, because the far left progressive base wants the guy with the Nazi tattoo because he's the progressive. Guys, do you see how this is going to work out? This is going to work out by the far left pushing out the moderate in the Democratic primary, and then they're going to lose to the Republican, in this case, Susan freaking Collins, because he's got a freaking Nazi tattoo on his chest, and the left is perfectly fine giving it a pass. Who's Nazis, by the way, again? They've been calling us for how long? But you put a tattoo on your chest, it's fine. He's one of ours. He's our Nazi. Calm down. All right, let's keep on going, guys. We're about to get really fun with a lot of clips. All right, so I'm not sure if I can actually show this on YouTube, so I'm sure I'll find out. But this is the actual death skull on the right that the guy has on his chest. So on the left is Elon Musk, and he's a Nazi for day in and day out because of the whole, Doge thing. This guy on the right has that tattoo, not a Nazi. It's perfectly fine. It's a regrettable tattoo. That's the line they're going with. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. All right. So here you go. Same guy. This is his socialist rights armed militia group. Ex-Marine Graham Platner taught military tactics, recruited for socialist paramilitary group in Maine. Reddit post reveal embattled progressive star, recruited and provided firearms training for the Maine Socialist Rifle Association. And that is an Antifa flag in the middle. That is weird. Enjoy this one, Democrats. Enjoy it thoroughly, because you are 100% going to end up with this guy as your primary candidate. And then you're going to get tousled around and smacked, and then you're going to blame the unfair system and how everything is bigoted and everything's not fair, and that's what you're going to do. They're going to get absolutely obliterated because this guy is clearly off the rails. You're winning. You're winning because of these things. This is why I show you these things, and we haven't even gotten to the clips yet. Oh my goodness gracious, we're about to have so much fun. All right. So guys, as you're getting in here, make sure you send this one out. You hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, because it's supposed to work, but clearly by this live right now, we're sitting around 500 people. It has not gone out. So do your part, share this bad boy out, because we need to spread this love around. All right, let's keep going. Scott Jennings on CNN, he just says it really well. Listen to this. And by the way, I have tested all of this, so if the live doesn't work, it's not my fault.
You've seen the online discourse around this candidacy. This guy is the favorite of the radical left base of the Democratic Party. They're standing by him despite the fact he has a literal Nazi tattoo on his chest, and he's made abhorrent comments in some of these Reddit threads that he's been involved in. They are unwilling to walk away from it because they want the candidates who are the most radical and the most progressive, and they're willing to put up with Nazi symbolism and other terrible remarks because of it. This is their guy. I don't think they're going to walk away from him. Paul's right. The popular Mills, I guess is going to be in this primary. But look online this morning. Look at your friends this morning, Paul. Look what they're saying about this guy. They want the Democratic Party to stand next to him because they think he's the bigger fighter. He's the not establishment guy, and they're willing to overlook the Nazi stuff over it. I don't know.
We will see what happens there, Scott.
Oh, we will see what happens there, Scott. Yeah, dude, we all know what's going to happen. Weren't born yesterday. We know exactly how this is going to go down. The far left is going to far left. You're going to get the Zoran Mamdanis. You're going to get the Anita Hills. No, wow, that's wrong. Completely wrong name. Sorry. Sorry, Clarence Thomas. I don't even know where that came from. Different woman. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Turner. I don't know what. It doesn't matter. Sorry, Anita Hill. That ain't a thing. Then you get the, what's that guy's name? Three strikes you're out. Beto O'Rourke. And then you get Stacey Abrams. This is how it works. The only way this works is when you get an AOC in a deep, deep, deep D district. But Maine isn't a deep, deep, deep Democrat district. That's the whole point. This is a purple state. These people, it's hilarious. All right, guys, getting into here, we're going to dive right over, we might jive too, into CNN. Sorry, guys, I talk on the internet a lot, and it's hard sometimes, my words. Dana Bash. Democrats are standing by this guy. They are not backing off. The same people who've called us Nazis and fascists for how long now, standing by the guy with the actual Nazi tattoo because, well, it's their Nazi tattoo. It's their guy. It's regrettable, sure, but we could take a Senate seat, so it's like all about the progressive, right? Because, I mean, it's just a tattoo. Okay. All right, CNN, take it away.
Hold that thought, because I do want to now turn to more Nazi-related political news. Again, cannot believe that's something that I'm saying, but the Associated Press reports that Maine Democratic Senate candidate Graham Platner got a new tattoo to cover up one he had that resembles a Nazi.
Guys, I swear to God, I test it every time. We got that point anyway. The point is good. Legitimately, CNN actually just came out and said, no, it's okay. The breaking news from the Nazi is that the tattoo that was on his chest for 20 years, that's not an issue anymore because he got a new one over it. So that's the breaking news. It's fine. Y'all, like, you can't make this stuff up. It is mind-bogglingly insane. And I swear to you, if all of these clips are not going to work, I'm going to be so annoyed because X is letting me down royally. Let's see. Yep. Of course they're not, because why would they work when I need them to on a live stream? I swear to God, guys, the craziest thing in the world, these things work on the freaking, on the long form videos I do on every day, but when I go live for some reason, it causes some sort of malfunction. It is insane. All right, let me just show you the clips, because I don't have to show you the clip. I can show you the language here. This is important. That one right there. Here you go. Thomas Hearn. Democratic Representative Sarah Jacobs refuses to call on a candidate with a Nazi-like tattoo to drop out even after pressed by Abby Phillip. Do you think he should leave the race? I don't know. I'm not in Maine. Y'all, when they do this thing where they say, I'm not in Maine, or I don't know, it's up to the voters, does this remind you of anything? Come here. Does it remind you of the, I don't know, Virginia Attorney General who said he wanted to kill the kids of Republicans and wanted to have their mothers hold them while they died of bullets in the brain because they were of a different political ideology? Any of these things remind you? And then Spanberger, who is the governor candidate, said, well, he's got to run his own race. You know, I can't be involved in that. The voters will decide. Like, is this the standard move now? I swear to, oh, guys, it's so painful. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let's go to this next one. So, yeah, I'll leave it there, but I'm not going to push the button until I actually read this part, because apparently X just wants to not work only when I do live stream. All right, so this is again from CNN. Same thing, guys. This is nuts. CNN and Democrat Representative Seth Moulton, this is a sitting representative in the Democrat on the side for the United States House, are defending embattled New Hampshire Democrat Graham Platner after backlash over his Nazi-style tattoo. How's that for a sentence? Moulton told CNN, quote, he's far from the first Marine I've seen who got a tattoo he didn't understand, and said he's considering endorsing him because he's a fellow Marine. Y'all, this is a sitting Democratic rep who consistently goes after the burn Trump to the ground because Trump is the absolute identity and reincarnation of fascism and Nazism, and anyone who has ever touched him, worked with him, looked at him is also a Nazi and a fascist, and if you voted for him, also a Nazi and a fascist. Your freaking candidate from Maine has a Nazi tattoo on his chest. He goes, well, I mean, he's not the first Marine who's had a tattoo he didn't understand, and I'm probably going to vote for him because, I mean, I'm going to endorse him because he's a Marine. I mean, what could go wrong? It's not even about the Marine thing. It's literally hypocrisy. They only care about things that they can take political advantage of. That's the entire point. Now, I'm going to bring you over here. We're going to hit this button. And odds of this actually working right now, with X being the way that it has been recently, I swear to God, it's AWS. Let's just see. Let's just see if it hits reload. Watch. Oh, we got the spinning bar of death. Man, this is great. Good job, CNN. 2 nights in a row. Or X, actually. This is not CNN's fault. I'd like to bash them, but... See, watch. When I reload this, watch this. Watch this. Yeah. Give me the reload. Give me the reload screen. You know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. Oh, there it is. Man, I don't know what it is. I wonder if there's something about live streaming that X has changed in the platform. I have no idea. All right, let's go to the next one. I will get to the bottom of it now because now it's a pattern, and you guys know how I like me some patterns. All right, this is the last piece I wanted to show you. I will bring these clips up in another format, but I want to show you. Oops. Yeah, there we go. New. Chris Cillizza says Jasmine Crockett running for Senate would be a dream scenario for the GOP. This reinforces exactly what I've been telling you. It's the exact same situation. If she runs for the Senate of Texas, that's going to go over like a lead balloon in the general. But in the primary, because she's a far left candidate, she's going to push them all to the left and make sure she gets the primary seat. She's going to push out Colin Allred. She's going to push out everybody. And what's going to happen is the Democrat is going to lose by a landslide in the primary. Because these people are only thinking about ideological purity. They are not thinking about winning. And by the way, I'm okay with it. I'm here as your guide to show you them crashing into the wall in slow motion. I'm totally here. I'm making the popcorn. But legitimately, you're going to win because these people can't get out of their own way. And I'm here for it. And honestly, let me hear you in the chat and the emojis because this is life. Here we go. Let's keep on going. Quote. The problem is it's very difficult for me to see how Crockett would reach out to the middle. Duh. Particularly in a state like Texas, where there's just not enough Democrats. Even if you get all the Democrats to vote for you, you don't win. Think about that. Let's come here again. Even if you don't get, if you get every single Democrat in Texas to vote for you, you don't win. You won't reach out to the middle. The Republicans are a strong hell no. How do you expect to win? You cannot win. Now keep in mind that Jasmine Crockett is looking for a new shtick because she's got her redistricted out seat. She won't be there in about a year. We've only got 12 more months of her. So she's trying to push to Senate because she wants to have that sweet, sweet DC life. She's never going to get it. It's the same thing as Stacey Abrams. It's the same thing as Beto O'Rourke. It's the same thing as this Stanley whatever guy. It's insane. Goodness gracious. But that's the whole point, guys. And now I see YouTube is all. I swear it's AWS. It's got to be AWS. But you know what? I delivered the points. I think we got through this. I think we got pretty good. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to tell you one more thing. Quote, I do not think that it is the right nominee. And what's worse for national Democrats, I think it's very hard to stop Jasmine Crockett from winning the Democratic nomination if she does run for the Senate. Guys, this is the point. And I'll do a long form video to get all this stuff out because I'm not letting you miss out on this content. I'll just work twice as hard. I mean, honestly, you deserve it. The system's failing. That's not your fault. But legitimately, that's what you're looking at. They are running themselves off the rails because the far left is going to dominate the tickets and then they're going to lose in the primaries. And you're going to continue to win. And that's what I've got for you. So I'm sorry about the X feed. I'm sorry about the YouTube life. I'm sorry about everything not working pristinely because we demand perfection in our quest for freedom, and I will get to the bottom of this. You have my word. But until then, thank you so much for watching, guys. I love each and every one of you just the right amount that makes you feel comfortable.